Get to our first guest, though, because there's no doubt our next guest has the best name in racing.
That's right.
I mean, seriously, I think you're born to do this.
And one of the best drivers these days. We're talking about IndyCar driver Will Power, back to gear us up for this year's Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Track officially started being built yesterday. This always seems like such an exciting time. And then this year, not only kicking off your season with a new car. What are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to as you hit the driver's seat for this season?
Yeah, the new car is a lot of fun to drive and it looks really cool. So, you know, basically everyone in the field has the same car now. It's going to make it way more competitive, but very much looking forward to starting the season here. It's a great venue. The city gets right behind the race and it's a cool track. Great racetrack.
Yeah. I want to hear a little bit more about your personal story. We've had a chance to interview several of you now. We love kind of getting to know the people behind the track, right? And what I thought was so interesting, the last time you were here, I don't know if we chatted about this, but I was very fascinated with your kind of family history. There is, not only are you a musician, do you drum as well?
Yeah.
You have a brother who's an accountant, a brother who's a comedian. I mean, the family life, but tell us a little bit about your dad raced as well, though, but...
Yeah, it's an interesting family. I have a brother who is a break dancer.
That is awesome when I was reading that.
So, yeah, it's always interesting at Christmas.
Do you break dance?
I actually did, yeah. I used to actually put the helmet on and do head spins and back spins and all that
Where's
stuff.
the helmet, Will? Where's the helmet?
No way, I'm not putting my body through that, and I can't do it very well anymore.
Well, does music help you with I mean, you hear of athletes, how music can kind of motivate you. I mean, I don't know, does it help in racing at all?
It does, the rhythm of it, you know, and being in time, it really does, and the coordination of drumming. It's just something I love to do, you know, when I'm at home and I'm away from the track. It's just such a good getaway.
Well, since we're not going to see any breakdancing, it sounds like, or drumming, Will. Carly kind of alluded to your dad, also your grandfather drove, and I think it's fair, we were talking about kids, because I was on maternity leave the last time you were by the show. You have a 14-month-old, I've got the 13-month-old. Are you making any plans for him to drive? Think he'll follow in the family footsteps? Or
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of... I think my wife's side of the family are all big footballers, and I think he's going to be a big boy, so I don't think he's going to fit in, but which is a good thing. I don't know whether I can stand watching my son race from the outside. It's it's just too nerve-wracking, but yeah, it's fantastic to have a little boy to come home to. I just love it.
Will he travel much with? Will the family travel much with you?
He does. Actually, he comes to all the races. I have a motorhome, and he's there pretty much all. There's a couple that he doesn't go to, but it's too hard being away. Like, it drives me crazy. Like, I haven't been away longer than 7 days, so.
So is being a dad, has that changed kind of I mean, it's a mental change. Obviously, you got to get, I don't know, is there maybe more motivation to win, or?
It's, yeah, everyone, you know, honestly, when you're in the car, you never think about it. It never even registers, but out of the car, it's just great. You know, coming home every day, waking up every day, it's like the highlight of your day. So, yeah, you know, the team managers, like, you know, drivers lose a couple of tenths when they have a kid, but I think it goes the other way. I feel like I got faster.
I would say that's what we like to hear going into a big race to kick off the season. Of course, the season always, you know, highlights, of course, at the beginning of the race, and then you've got the Indy 500. What are your goals? What are the expectations? Are we going to see another championship in your future? How's the team?
Yeah, I mean, the plan is to win another championship, obviously, but the Indy 500 is very high on the list. That's the one thing I haven't done. I've won a lot of races. I would love to win in St. Pete again. That's to start off the season well. Oh, not very good balance there.
That's all right. You're a little busy. You're a little distracted.
A little dizzy after driving all day.
Maybe you were trying to dance.
Yeah, I was trying to break dance.
There you go.
That's what I was trying to do.
Well, and I remember doing the two-seater with Mario Andretti last season. I was a little dizzy when I got out of the car. So you make me feel better if you still feel it. If he still doesn't, there was no hope for me.
Yes, it can make you dizzy.
Well, thank you so much. Again, we're so glad you're here. Best of luck this season. And, of course, in St. Petersburg, there's the information. The race is going to be here before you know it. Like we said already, they're building the track right now.
It's almost time. We'll enjoy the short break before everything gets started.
Absolutely.
We hope to see you soon, Will.
And coming up next on our show, we're going to celebrate